Yeah?
You have to respect your opponents. You have to more play.
He'll definitely have a lot of an easier time playing up. There's the ancient apparition. Like the Huskar will have a lot easier time playing up against a Magnus in the mid than he did against the Viper and Oracle combination.
But that's the thing. Are they going to put Magnus in the mid lane? It could be a jungle mag with the Batrider offlane. I don't think they were going to put up the Magnus versus the Huskar because it's a terrible matchup for the Magnus.
Yep.
And they don't have the nice babies that Hero Rubik's like, okay, but he's no Oracle. And I think this is why Wings want a second pick, just in case something strange is happening. And it is the Huskar again from EG. And now we are looking for likely a second support. The Dazzle is not available to them this time. It has been fit banned out by Wings. Oracle, however, that seems like a Zai hero though, not a PPD.
Yeah. That's more better. That's
Wings
better.
Gaming's
Better stuns, better
pick.
control, nice little buff up on all their 3 heroes as well.
Yeah, I don't like the Bloodlust here so much though. You want Bloodlust for heroes that are slow at attack speed, and Lifestealer and Huskar both have like large attack speed. But you know, Ogre is
a stun is a stun. A tanky
10
support.
seconds remaining.
You mentioned the Lion. I think like
5 seconds
Lion,
remaining.
he has the nice instant cast on the Slark, but just not as tanky, just in case things go awry.
Maybe they're also worried about what will be stolen, but then again, Rubik still has a lot to get from the Ogre. Just can't steal the multicast.
10 seconds remaining.
Which is kind of what makes Ogre. So
5
Wings,
seconds remaining.
last hero pickup. Are we running a? Oh! Ooh, yeah, that's the stuff right there. That's the stuff. It is an ice
Yo, I see
as
him,
well.
I see him smiling. He's like, oh yeah.
It's like, yeah, boys. Yeah, we got this. Oh, well, okay, maybe mid lane isn't as straightforward as you thought it was. That's gonna throw a curveball the way of EG.
Imagine if Pudge gets a Battle Fury and gets like 300 Flesh Sheep stacks with Empower. Wow. New strat.
Is this like Year of the Beast all over again? How do you do it? Just keep buffing up your Pudge. Keep buffing up your Pudge. Actually, that was when we did. That was Diatide. Diatide was the one where Pudge was the all-powerful one.
10 seconds
With
remaining.
infinitely scaling. And then with Magnus is like infinitely scaling
5
time.
seconds
5,
remaining.
which is just more infinity.
It was the Necro. Necro was the big hero for Year of the Beast.
Okay.
All right.
Let's get our predictions in.
Highest total magical or pure damage done to
Prepare
heroes
for
by
battle.
25 minutes. That's the player who has done this.
Huskar or Bat, I would say in this game. I'm not sure which one I would want to go for though.
I'm gonna lean towards the Batrider just because I think Samal's gonna have a really hard time this game.
Okay, I'll go with Batrider.
Yep.
Physical damage done. Slark or Lifestealer?
Kind of depends on who you think's really got the upper hand in this game.
I think Slark. He has better control from his teammates.
He's also got a better buff. First one to get 50 last hits.
Who has Iron Talon? okay, it is Magnus Iron Talon.
It is?
Yeah.
Oh wow. I don't want to say his faith though.
No, so you have to go with the EG safe laner.
Yeah, with Lifestealer.
30 seconds
Okay.
to
So
battle.
Fear.
Time of first tower destruction.
This is a lot more of a brawler game than a pushing game, so it could be a lot later.
5 to 8, I think.
5 to 8?
Could be 8 to 11.
Yeah.
They were pretty good about defending their tower last game. 8 to 11 sounds bad.
I'm going to actually go 11 to 14.
11 to 14?
I think there's going to be a lot more roaming, fighting after the 10-minute mark, and then they'll look
I'm
for
going 8 to
towers.
11.
Yeah, that's fine. We don't have to be on the same page. Ted, can't assume that one answer
The
is the
battle
only answer.
begins.
Definitely not.
Yeah. All right, so into our game. It's the Chinese team that is playing the Pudge, who's already found out. BD is going to say hello to him, just down. No orb of venom, so Ice will just walk himself off.
He has only one Tango left. He has no more regen really.
Yeah, where's the consumables? Like you could run it like classic Jimmy style. You get the early bottle over on the Pudge and just have it move from lane to lane to lane. That's the classic Jimmy style.
But Ogre versus...
Is he trying to get this ward down?
No, he was trying to catch the range creep. Now he's out of regen.
Yeah. It's like, what do you want to do now? Well, I'll rot. No, that'll actually end up killing me. So you run the offlane Magnus just like they did in their game before. Sumail is protected. He's protected on the safe lane with Zai as well as... okay, well, they're really going ham on that bottom lane against Shadow. Universe gets hooked back in. The pick up on the Rubik. Universe going around. He gets the board on Shadow. Shadow so low. TPD, can he finish the job? The creep will actually do that. It ends up being a 1-for-1 trade-off for your off-laner for the safe laner.
You're going to give the salve to Shadow?
Denied.
He has not.
No, he didn't drop it in time.
That would have helped.
It would have. Unless Pudge is planning on going home anytime soon.
Get out of here.
Iron Talon Magnus with level 1 skewer, so he will not be jungling. Sumail gets skewered into the tower.
Well, that's some easy chip damage. Zaya's behind him. Man, Sumail drops really low. But he's still got salve, he's still got 3 tangos. And Zaya's just shy of the money for his bottle. I want to keep my eyes closed on this mid lane, because how's this meant to go down? Right now, Fear is just so far ahead of the CS.
He should not die as the life stealer. You just rage and all the stacks fall off.
Well, Bat Rider is still having a crack at him. The rage is over as he keeps sticking Napalm up, Fear, and they really go for a trade-off. Fear with 3 sticking Napalm, touches attacks from the tower. Fairy Fire will keep Blink alive, but only barely. Not sure if calculated or just madness.
Can't that be both, Toby?
Why not both? I'll have a taco and an enchilada. Since it's on his way up through the mid. With a double damage rune, he's not going to find Fear, but it does push Fear back to the tier 2 tower, so it's not just a safe, I can farm up in the lane. But again, Innocence is pretty deep. PPD moving up. Actually didn't go for Bloodlust. He went for Bloodlust early on instead of Fire Blast.
A buff. 10% move speed is no joke. Do you think Windlace is good?
Wait until I have an ability which costs me like 1/6 of my entire mana pool to use.
Yeah, intelligence is not a strong suit.
It's an ogre. you don't get much stupider than that.
But you're too stupid to make us smart.
No.
Oh.
There's no way. That logic shall not fly.
What about 3 stupids or 3 stooges?
3 Stooges makes a crap ton of money in a great TV show.
No.
That's obviously where Ogre went wrong. He decided to battle in this in a mortal arena. Or really, TV was his calling.
So you're saying they should make an immortal with a 3-headed ogre?
That is definitely the case, but give me Io first. Alright, I still want to see this influence of Ice. We haven't really seen him roam. He's sat on this bottom lane for a while now. Every other lane is just doing its
Radiant's
thing.
middle tower is under
I was
attack.
expecting more presence up against the Lifestealer, but
They're
then
scared.
again,
He's doing it.
is that it? I see the wings of Universe tremble in fear. Ice is doing his job.
A lot of the Pudge is just psychological warfare. Even picking him in the first place is psychological warfare.
So like, how does EG react to it? How does every other team? Because this is actually something, I can't remember who I was talking to about this yesterday.
Oh, they're going on to PB. It looks like Innocence does have an Arcane. We were looking for the Lip Universe.
Oh, there's your first one. Universe is the one who's in way too deep now, thanks to the hook from my side. And Universe gonna burn. And there it is. Slark
in his
will
head
find
now.
the kill. That's it. Yeah. So, okay. So it was Waga. I remember who I was talking to about this yesterday. As we were being really stupid, but very, very smart at the same time. We were playing Techie's highlight videos. They're having a crack. Okay. Well, Blink needs to run the edge of the river to stop Fear from attacking him, but then Universe just comes in for a quick void.
Okay, you can finish your story.
Yeah, so we're running Techie's highlight videos in the eating room back at the hotel, just to see if anyone would go, hey, maybe we should be playing at Techie's.
That's my idea of a Tuesday night right there.
Yeah, it's Wednesday and Thursday. You can do it every night, man. Innocence, pick up Universe, throw him back over again, hits over on top of Zai. Shadow
Radiant's
will be
middle
void,
tower
and they're
is under
TPing
attack.
extra help. It's going to be Bat Rider coming to the front lines as Zai. Oh, he's actually back to safety with the tether away, so now Bat's in a bit of an odd position. And Ice TPs himself into the mid lane to soak up the missing experience.
He's gonna die though if he hooks the Lifestealer.
Yeah, Lifestealer kind of loves fat people. It's all full of health, a lot to eat. Yeah, so the
Oh, Faith, he is...
We're never gonna get the end of this. Is he gonna burn to death?
Nah, okay. Proceed, my friend.
Okay, now we can go. We have permission, even
No,
though PPD is like looking at that camp. All right, so yeah, the idea was if you pick techies in one game and you have even a slightly successful game with it, you're instantly going to affect every single game that comes after that because people are just like, are they going to pick a techies? Like, are they going to pick a Meepo kind of style? It's like, oh gee, they pick Meepo once or twice, and then everyone's just like, maybe we should ban Meepo in the second phase. Opens up your draft a lot more.
Oh, hello.
Yep. There's the movement. Great smoke up and some mail. Elliot pounds himself away. He's got 1 point up in the Berserker's blood. He's going to hope that Hellfire will protect him. With the help of Zai too, he'll turn. It was slow thanks to Sticky Napalm as Ice
What a
backs
play.
out, and they will survive.
And it looks like
Radiant's
Mason.
middle
Oh, they're
tower
jumping
is
in.
under attack.
Yep. Samel will not only
Radiant
survive
structures
the
are
game,
fortified.
What a
he'll
what a
turn and kill
fight
the
break.
Magnus.
Okay, he can play Huskar.
The playmaker hero that can make plays. Now middle lane, Innocent had to pick up here and throw him away. Gets the extra stun over to PPD. Blink will come into this mid lane, but here he's been playing up against Spat Rider before. He's developed an immunity to Sticky Napalm and can just keep battling against the Spat Rider. Maybe not an immunity to towers, as Ice finds PPD up from the hillside. Faith wants to help battle a little bit more. He'll skewer himself up to enjoy the fight, and PPD wants to run out. He's still near the Aegis, but there's no way he'll be able to deny
Radiant's
himself to
middle
that.
tower is under
As
attack.
Wings again find themselves with multiple heroes in one location, deal with an incursion of EG.
Yes, is nearing very soon. Will it be the Huskar, the Slark, or the
It
Lifestealer?
was meant to be the Lifestealer. That was the one we were going for, because we didn't think Samel was going to be protecting the mid lane.
They're all at 43.
Breathe, breathe. 1, 2, 3, 4.
He missed. I think it's gonna be Slark.
Oh, Fetus wants kills. It's a shame heroes don't count as CS. Innocence, he is so totally dead. Lifestealer will take it, opens up the mid lane even more. Slark is now 2 CS away, but he's just roaming the jungle.
Quad Fear?
No, he's stacking. He's stacking the jungle at the moment. Fear's got a chance. He's going to make a break for the 50. 48. Where's the 49?
damage.
He's got 2-3 creeps in front of him. The Slark was stacking. This is going to be it. There it is. 49 and 50. Woo! Ah!
That was close. Huskar at 50, Slark's at 52. Wow.
Prediction correct. At least for us, not for Observer. They're getting blocked up by that creep. PPD and Zai want to go in. Now they're going to get skilled back. Maybe regretting his position right now with a pickup and throw in for Innocent. He was looking for the extra stuff, but the lasso holds Zai up. Samel's in the neighborhood, and Zai on the hillside. They're looking for the firefighters to burn him out. It's going to do so, but then Fear in the fight after Innocent. He's got no ability to help him out this one. It wouldn't help him anyway, because Fear is completely raged into that.
Radiant's
They have no
top tower
damage.
is under attack.
It was like a Magnus and a Rubik and a Bat Rider trying to kill those heroes, but Bat Rider wasn't really in a position to get all that Firefly damage.
Hey, if you had a crap ton of charges of Sticky Napalm, then maybe it's going to work, but until the Slark's going to be there. A Slark
Radiant's
is,
top
like, he's still the
tower
same
is
net
under
worth
attack.
as the Huskar. He doesn't have items to be aggressive yet.
Dire's middle tower.
Like, it's still just
Radiant's
shreds
top
in a
tower
PMS.
has fallen.
8 to 11.
Alini was right.
You know, my hero predictions, I said 101 plus. Now Pudge has been picked, Meepo has been picked, Viper has been picked. I was actually a little bit worried that Viper might not get picked.
You still need the techies.
Nice.
You need the techies,
Yeah,
yeah.
Techies is not getting picked.
Oh, Fear actually missed his second attack there. So he hasn't done as much damage coming underneath that tower, but Pudge, while sticking Napalm, there's no Lassie to try and save him. Ice makes another break for a tree line. Does he go for the hook and try and drag one back to his own death? Nope.
Dire's
been
bottom
worse.
tower is under attack.
It could have been if they can guarantee the kill.
Yeah, they really need level 6 on the Pudge.
Oh, they need the
Oh, it's
Magnus.
about to be 10 minutes. Tome of XP, their savior.
Illusion.
Tome.
Radiant's
They really
middle
needed
tower
Magnus
is
with
under
something
attack.
more. Like this off-flame Magnus,
Radiant
he's got
structures
Iron
are
Talon and
fortified.
boots. There's no arcanes, there's no blink. These are the two essential things for any Magnus.
You know what? This would have been a good Techies game. You skewer them into mines, you hook them into mines, you lasso them into mines.
Radiant's
You lift
middle
them into
tower
mines.
has fallen.
4 heroes.
Dude, mines work in every scenario. It's the that's the mind, that's the Fear game.
I thought you hated Techies.
No, dude, I love techies.
Oh, okay. Or
Techies is one of the greatest. Like, it's Synderen who hates casting techies because he's just like, how do you hate techies? Period. Yeah. But he's just like, how do I cast this? They should buy a gem and get vision. This is my analysis of
Oh,
the Techies
there's
game.
so much more intricacy to that. This is why we cast Scutatoki. I like Techies. There's a lot of planning that goes
Okay.
into those mines.
If any other caster pair gets a Techies, we will murder them and take their microphones.
That's not what a Techies player would do.
You're right, they'll set a trap. The microphones would explode on their heads, and then we just bring in our own. That better? Is that a Techie style plan for you?
I was testing you to see if you were a true Techies player. You failed the first test.
No!
There will be more.
Dire's
play a lot
top
of
tower is under
Set a
attack.
trap for you. See, this is what Techies players do.
Stasis trap doesn't last that long, only level 1. Alright, so EG, looking to head into that tier 1 tower bot lane as I'm waiting for Shadow to have
Radiant's
some
bottom
kind of
tower is
influence
under
in this
attack.
game. He's top net worth, he's 1-1-1, but he hasn't had any influence in this match
It's a
whatsoever.
Slark. What do you want him to do?
Radiant's bottom
I wanted-
tower
you
wanted him to
is
lay
under
some
No,
attack.
I wanted to finish his Shadow Blade and... yeah, Clark, stop f***ing mines. It's a 3-man smoke
He doesn't
move.
have any items.
No, he's got a Shadow Amulet on the courier.
Oh, he's just supposed to
Oh,
shadow
he did.
amulet around.
Wait, he did have a Shadow Amulet.
He's supposed to just, it's on the...
It's in his stash now.
You want him to mind game his opponent by constantly casting Shadow Amulet on
So
him?
yeah, that's
Dire's
exactly
middle
what he should be
tower is
doing.
under attack.
And then they'll be like, we can initiate on this, then all of a sudden, punch with surprise.
Yeah. It's like, what does he do? Oh, wait, we're standing still. Okay, something is about to happen.
Yeah, they tried to actually 3-man smoke maneuver, Wings. They didn't find anybody. They will find the double damage rune. And again,
Radiant's
EG, with
bottom
their
tower
vision,
is
they
under
don't
attack.
see anything inside the Wings Radiant jungle. What they do have, however, is a fresh observe ward behind the tier 1 tower.
And
so
now-
when Ice Ice makes this maneuver, he stands smack
Dire's
bang
middle
on top of
tower
it.
is
So
under
it's
attack.
a blink. Okay, now EG have good
Radiant's bottom
information.
tower
But they
is
don't
under
know.
attack.
EG doesn't know that Pudge sees them.
Backing out. We still haven't seen an RP being used
Radiant's
just yet. A
bottom
sentry
tower
ward's being
has
placed. They're
fallen.
worried about an EG aggression ward.
They know that Batrider's over there, but it's a Batrider. He can just fly over. And now looks like EG are heading into the Roshan pit. Huskar much more farm than last game. Morbid Mask, Armlet, almost Treads, and soon to be an Aegis of the Immortal. Unless...
Dire's middle tower is
It
under
would be a
attack.
ballsy play to go for it, and they still don't want to fight yet. Like, this is the reason why the Slark disappeared and went top lane. Like, he just got his Shadow Blade, and he's not ready to go.
Ice
there.
Ice is going for it. He
Dire's
is
top
positioning.
tower
He is
under
ready.
attack.
Oh, who's he going to get, though? There's your hook. Ah, they got one. It's going to be Sumail. They steal Inner Vitality. That's not really what Innocence want as far as control. Drum charge as well. Tiki napalm him up. Throw Sumail back. They do not want to take this fight if they can avoid it. Innocence will TP out in the tree line, so he'll be okay. Ice Ice, however,
Dire's
maybe
top
not so
tower is
okay.
under
He has his TP available, spends all of his money possible, but they slow down the Roshan and actually stop the Roshan of EG, while Shadow is taking the tier 1 tower in the top lane.
Dire's top tower
Objective
is under
complete, I would
attack.
say.
It
That
does
was a
feel
good,
like that.
minute and a... Almost minute and a half, I would say.
And what did you really lose? A Pudge and a Drum Charge?
They didn't really get anything out of it, though.
Well,
they didn't get a T1.
They got a lot of
Dire's
damage to
middle
the
tower
T1
is
tower,
under
and it's
attack.
Shadow having his full Shadow Blade on him.
However, they did have the
Roshan
observer ward in the
has a
backline.
watch
Let's
on
see
the
if
down.
Universe gets caught out by this. He is very... Oh.
It didn't see Blink.
Whoa. That was weird. I think Shadow, like, raised his arm when he was about to hit him, and then he didn't hit him. Anyways.
Arcade Boost now on for Fate. Death 1. Still waiting for these double Blink daggers as Relocate going down to bottom lane. Innocence.
Oh, there. He is done for.
Yeah, he was a long way out by himself with no tier 1 tower, with no friends.
Think about
Dire's
the Fountain
top tower
Blaze if
is
they
under
get in a
attack.
sticky situation.
It's space creation, man. Sidra would have done the
Dire's
same
top
thing.
tower has
Now tier
fallen.
1 tower goes down for no risk to their heroes.
Fear is out pretty deep, but he feels very safe with that rage. Universe chasing them down under the guise of darkness. But okay, you lasso them, and then you hook the Batrider.
Radiant's bottom
Okay.
tower
Yeah,
is under
because
attack.
it doesn't break as long as it's on an ally. Yeah.
And then you skewer them back into the fountain, and then you RP them there so they can't escape. Boom. Ultimate fountain.
Or you could just buy 2 4-stars and just 4-star that right around with the last 2 targets. Somehow looking to have some fun here in the mid lane.
This is Fountain Hook
Radiant's
version
bottom tower
2.0,
is under
TI6
attack.
version.
I still love the fact that the fountain hooking was a bug which was allowed through until it completely broke a game at TI. They're like, okay, maybe we should fix it. Like, it was left in because I thought it was amusing.
Was it a bug?
It was a bug.
It's mechanics.
There was a whole bunch, you know, there's a whole bunch of things during like alpha and beta that you're just like, this really shouldn't happen, but it's so funny that it does that you just want to leave it in. That was one of those things.
I call it strange mechanics. It's kind of like the English language. There's a lot of strange things. I don't call them bugs. It's just how the English language is. It's just how Dota works, man.
Sorry, I don't know the English language. I only know Australian.
Jesus. I can't follow up after that.
Well, people always ask me, it's like, you lived in Germany for 5 years. Do you know German? I'm like, nope, I know English and I know bad English.
Do you know English, though? You self-proclaim that you did not.
Yeah. Don't know English. What the hell am I even doing here at TI? Crazy!
Dire structures
You don't know
are
techies?
fortified.
Ah, now that is blasphemy. Tier 1 town to be fortified and bloodlusted. Obviously, wings are like bears. You make yourself big and maybe they don't attack you.
How do they make themselves big? That's what Bloodlust is for.
Yeah, that's what it was. The town was bloodlusted. Get the
Radiant's
joke,
bottom
bro.
tower is under
Isaiah's
attack.
TP'd himself out.
Radiant's
Let's see if the
bottom
tree
tower
lines
has
be, but he
fallen.
can't get to them in time. Only the open wound, so
Dire's middle tower is under
save him another
attack.
day. Tier 1 towers being attacked in the mid, but again, these TPs from EG coming nice and quick.
They are playing against the Huskar quite well. Though. This is what you need to do versus Huskar. You do not fight when he is this farmed with Aegis. You let him. You let him farm.
I like this. And you actually get your critical item. This is the reason why they dodged it. Shadow's about to pick up a Silver Edge. And then they're going to have some answers to Sumail.
I still think they lack damage.
One step at a time. First, you have to break Berserker's blood.
That's true. They still need Blink on Blink.
Yeah, they need a Blink RP. Like, that's also critical.
Oh, that's Faith. Faith also needs Blink, but he's going to be second in line.
Dire's top tower is under
Oh,
attack.
Blink's gonna finish his in now, practically.
What about Pudge? Pudge, no sign of Aether Lens.
Yeah, I
No
don't
sign of anything.
You're not going to get a sign of much from him. Like, I think you realize he's going to have to weather the storm for a very long time. But it was always that thing with a Pudge where he'd break a stalemate.
I'll take
So
that.
you wait forever. Like, EG want to take your high ground. How do they do that with this lineup? Like, you look for a Dragonlance over on where you got one over on the Huskar, and he just attacks up onto the high ground. Like,
That's okay.
That's probably the best way to do that. But then you can be careful of the Pudge. And the vision from an Aghanim Scepter Night Stalker may not be long enough. Faith, TP. Gank lineup with no stuns, and he makes it to the tree lines in time. So Faith gets to survive.
The keep away game is being excellently executed.
This is the attack, evade, attack, evade, attack, evade.
They've only taken down one T2 on the side of EG. However, Roshan will continuously be controlled by them, as well as the rest of the map. Now that the Ags and the Gem are in the inventory of the Night Stalker, and nighttime will descend upon us in 45 seconds, or right now.
There goes the Aegis, the Immortal. It's going to be a long spawn time for the next one as well. So, not as quick as EG would probably prefer. It's away that extra life of Sumail to have a license to kill. Literally bot. Just with more weirder hair. Wings. Now to defend the mid lane is EG. Or either prep Firefly from Blink. So they don't really keep the creep wave alive very long, but Fear making a run through Innocence is not going to muck around with this at all.
He's been slow with the rage. I think that's the second time it's happened to him. He tries to go in the Rubik and he gets lifted before the rage. But, you know, playing a little bit safe. He doesn't have Aegis, and Rubik has a pretty low cast point.
Well, they're coming back. Shadow's TPing in. They don't have everybody though. Faith has not TP'd in just yet. He could TP. Okay, yeah, he's TPing into the tier 3 now. So if EG want to fight this, EG can. Universe actually went down and saw the TP. Thanks to that Aghanim Scepter of his and the Gem of True Sight, they can see Shadow moving forward. They drop down a sentry to does EG have any idea what's going on?
Radiant has used Scan, and they're also trying to use the melee creep to dodge the hook. Block the hook, rather.
Okay, nope. They hold it. By tier 2 tower.
Radiant's
worth the
middle
fight.
tower has fallen.
They still have an observe port up in the lane, so I understand EG's exit.
I think the Slark would have been better suited to continuously split pushing top. I think he can defend once they go high ground because that's a much better opportunity for the punch to hook. But when they don't have the high ground advantage, it's slightly too difficult for them to fight.
Yeah.
And EG will wait.
This is the timing that Wings would have loved to have. The blink dagger is up for Magnus. They're running back in for Shadow, and Shadow only just dark packs it off and runs away. Even triggering the Silver's Edge, and Wings is smoked up behind him. They're gonna find Universe, but they can't keep the vision up. Universe is the source of the vision master, and there's Jirachi! Who are they gonna kill off? They're gonna kill them both! The gem's on the deck. If he picked up the mail, needs more damage. Innocence will rage himself off and just run away.
Radiant's middle tower
They're all
is
just
under
running
attack.
away. It's an exit strategy. It's a hit run.
That was so clean by them. They were very smart by always having the Slark out in front because Slark is not actually that
Shadow's
vulnerable
not
in
done,
this
man.
situation.
Shadow's not done. Zaya's isolated. That was way too easy. Samel actually cancels his TP. No, he's also locked in the mid lane.
This is what I'm talking about, like Wings being unpredictable. They, like EG even made the unpredictable play. They didn't wait for Roche. They were like, they took down all the wards, like, okay, well, we're not going to actually wait for Roche. We're going to smoke in. Shadows up in front, gets the vision. Faith with a beautiful two-man RP. Sumail desperately trying to go on Innocence, but he has no magic immunity, and he will just run away. And as you mentioned,
Sumail, he may not be able to run from this one. Firefly is up, they see Sumail and make a move over. Blink Skewer going to drag Sumail back into the fight. If they can kill him off, do they have enough? Now it's actually Faith who's in trouble. You did have a little bit of fun from Shadow back up beneath the tier 2 tower of EG. Finding the kill on PPD.
Losing that gem is a big blow though. Now Slark has much more room to maneuver around the fights, and Huskar actually does have to be scared of that Silver Edge now. And the break, more importantly.
A Satanic coming early for Sumail. He doesn't have the money for the Reaver yet, but he's got the recipe on the courier.
Is it Abyssal time? I think maybe for Lifestealer. They're getting
For
kited.
Lifesteal? Just picked up the Sanj.
They're having problems with people just TPing away. And then if they commit, they have a lot of melee heroes and Huskars, even short range, even with the Dragonlance, and that RP was pretty nasty. Did you just throw in RPs into any lineup? I guess so, why not?
I was just surprised, like I was actually
structures are
underestimating the amount of damage for Wings. It's just like, you're like, they don't have enough, and then Shadow's like, I got a little bit.
And I think this is a very nice play for them to even just picking the Magnus because it's a void replacement. And
Here they come again. Sumail's the one on the front lines. The Absorb and Sentry denounced. They see Shadow can die. He's almost 3 hits for a kill. The Echo Saber thinking about a lot faster. Really looking for it. Now you're asking. Catching PB and Universe backline. That's Skewers through 3. Shadow has a triple kill. Shadow has an ultra kill. Give that man a rampage. Nope. You took him away instead. Alright, that works. They're inside the creep. Feel him to pop out the Angel. They're holding position there. And then rampage. Get yourself a rare, those 17 people. EG get wiped from the face of the earth. Wings.
that was beautiful.
It has been patient yet surgical from them.
The skewer was what sealed it for me. The lasso, the RP on it to the skewer into the empowered
Dire's bottom
Slark.
tower is under
And just
attack.
the
Dire's
last moment when the
bottom tower
lasso was
has
wearing
fallen.
off, like you could see him waiting for it, even like the positioning. It's like, I get there, lasso wears off, Smell instantly picked up. Oh, it is just a beautiful, beautiful synergy coming out from Wings. I was really worried, like,
They don't even need the punch.
they really don't. Like, the punch is currently like an understudy. If something goes wrong, then maybe they'll step up.
One thing that's been really important for me this game too is Innocence constantly stealing the rage. He stole it that fight as well as the fight before. And as a Lifestealer player, you have to rage first and then open wounds because then the Rubik can't get away unless he has items to counteract that. But he just rages the open wounds off and then runs away. And this goes back to the statement I made earlier about him just not casting rage early enough. You need to cast it early against this particular lineup. They will look for a window when RP is still down, but it's only down for 15 more seconds.
Here they're coming in. They're running over towards Roshan. EG are halfway through it with a Firefly up. They can fish on the hillside. Flame Break doesn't actually clip, but he wants to manage themselves. And Blink way too deep on that run, but Ice also pulling over Fear, but Fear loves it. He goes nom all over that punch. And now, this is the fight for EG. They've taken two. They're chasing for four. The Glimmercave bought a little bit of space for Innocence to run away. He can't run that far. 3 heroes down. EG will come and finish what they started, and that is the killing of Roshan.
And EG perfectly lured him in that position. They had to make the decision whether or not they wanted to fight for the RP. And it was kind of a mixed response from them. It's like, we can't fight for 15 seconds, and they're like, well, we need to fight now, or Roshan is going to die. And you could see that internal struggle of them not being at their peak, but them wanting to take that fight. Masterfully played by EG.
And that brings them back into this game. They were actually leading for so far. Like if you have a quick look at the net worth, it was almost a 7k advantage coming the way of EG. The swing was high. The experience for me kind of shows it's like the better story of this game. All the way to Wings, and now EG bring it back a little bit more. It was patience with a virtue coming from Wings.
Shadow is big, and he's building a lot of agility, so that Empower is just going to be insane. Yeah.
He can dive in. He can probably even go for Universe underneath the tower here, which is exactly. Oh! Okay. Too deep. Fail. Oh, the relocate, they're coming. The hook from Punch actually gives Space a little bit more space here. They don't really want to fight this. Eyesight's going to find Sumail, who runs the opposite direction. Fade, RP, instantly cancelled by death. Eyesight is able to TP out, but he's burning to the spheres, and he dies underneath his own fountain. So 2 heroes lost for Wings after a failed engagement. That may have been a little bit too aggressive, diving a tier 3 tower without any kind of creeps. And Fear's waiting for support. He's watching Shadow, and they're moving into position. That's why PPD went down south.
Regeneration.
Now these wards are staying alive. They still do not have a gem in the possession of EG, and come out.
Shadow's looking to create havoc on the back lines. He's on the run, but all they gotta do is just follow the little puffball as they'll go for more. Shadow counts out. PPD then the stun. Shadow's in trouble, and Shadow's down. No buyback.
That would be crazy.
He doesn't have buyback. This is 70 seconds without your slot. You have to have, like you don't have damage. You actually don't have damage now, even if you get yourself a great RP. Okay, they destroy the tier 4 towers to damage. A great hook from Eyesight. Dragon Smell and Deep Zai will go with it. Now Universe, they're all being forced to fight underneath tier 4 towers. Yo, guys, pull out. You're too deep. You need to focus on the objective. The Hawk is barely missing on Sumail at the moment. Now the tier 3 tower will drop. 40 seconds until this block is up, but EG, they're going to be given a lot here because Sumail still's got that Aegis of the Immortal and the Satanic. He is very, very hard to kill off.
However, he just popped the Satanic while he was hitting the tower, so he won't have that available to them. They popped him Reserve Reward down, and that combined with the Axe Vision from Night Stalker will keep me safe.
18 seconds. 18 seconds. EG, are they going to go for more? When this slot comes back up again, with coming good defense, and now the job! The RP! By Space, Innocence was the man initiated on. He still had the rage now, Glimmer keeps himself away to safety. They attack into the tier 3 towers, but EG, Slark is up. The Danger Man is back. And now, do they retreat? Sumail is the one who's closest. Shadow looking for the leech. The rewards are down, so they know the Shadow is there waiting, and Universe is pulling forward. Universe took a lot of damage. The Hawk, we see that he has the support. They can take the captain out of this fight with actually the rod. Ice is soloing Universe and PPD on the south line, and then denies himself as well for the full distraction. Sumail will finally bring down the tower. Remember, Satanic has been triggered. 18 seconds left for that one, but he's got the edge of the Immortal. Sumail will die quickly here. Zai tries to help him out, but not fast enough, and now Fear, Blaster, they need to bring down the Life Stealer, and they're gonna get him. Sumail, life breaks forward, kicked up control by Innocence, and then and back. A perfect synergy again under the tier 4 tower. Zai! He got him! Pulls him out at the last moment, and Sumail is bathing in the fountain. Grubber Duck and now decide he'll go back to take it for the team, or will he? Yep, he will. He'll tear the rock, and they're going to stun. Yeah, they've got the damage. That'll do the work. EG will lose the IO. They could have lost more, but bad. What play from both sides.
A miraculous defense that was set up by a questionable play from Shadow. And Zai comes in, tries to save Sumail, but can't save him from the burst at his Shadow. And this lasso, while the Aegis is respawning, was super clutch.
And Shadow was so ready for it. And this is something which Wings just been so damn good at. And then this from Faith. The perfect skewer back. The positioning in fights is just flawless. Like, okay, you get picked off, the Slark gets brought down, he doesn't have buyback. That's the reason why damage has been done this game. But
And a very nice relocate from Zai, and they have weathered Aegis number 2. And it's not irreparable damage done to Wings base, just one set of racks and another lane is exposed. However, they still do have the T2 on the top lane and their range is not yet in critical HP. So yeah, Shadow, yeah.
not the greatest time to get picked off.
I'm going to create space 1v5. If it's a Pudge doing that, that's fine. Your Slark, who doesn't have buyback and is the most important physical damage dealer on the side of Wings, probably not.
Probably not the greatest thing in the world.
I think he maybe just wanted some stacks because stacks of agility is just really good here with the Magnus.
I still couldn't believe how long Ice kept both TPD and Universe occupied. My eyes just stood on it because obviously, like, gravitate to a punch during a team fight. But he just stood there and just rotted PPD out. There was no support stuns. There was no way for EG to do what Wings has been doing. It was like, okay, we're going to go on this target. We focus him, we kill him, we move on to the next one. You kind of have that when Sumail jumps in. But then you also had Fear attacking the racks. Like they kind of have like multiple objectives they're achieving at one time. Where Wings just seem to have multiple objectives, but they just chain them so beautifully. I'm loving it. Like, I'm so happy. I was hoping with the teams that would turn up today, they would just play complete next level Dota or play Dota which you want to watch again. One time is not enough. And I'm getting that from Wings.
Let's see more Pudge.
More Pudge, more techies.
I wonder if Shadow would have made that play had he not gotten that rampage. It's kind of like when you get a haste rune and you die because you think you're Superman. I think that might been a psychological thing too. It's like, I just got a rampage. I'm on top of the world. I can do anything.
I am invincible. And then all of a
I
sudden, liquid nitrogen.
5 EG heroes or Kryptonite or anything. Even the Silence almost killed him on that base defense. Universe silenced him up before his Shadow Dance or Dark Pact.
Roshan is still a minute away from
There's
spawn
a smoke
time.
coming out from the right side from EG.
Yeah, and Wings was already smoked up going from the west side. They leave an Observer Ward behind, which EG will go straight over the top of. They have a gem, so they can see the ward. The question is, they want to get rid of it, and okay, they do. They actually killed off the ward, and this, yeah, they're pinging out. They're flagging, okay. Very careful. That was actually one ping coming from PPD on the Roche pit. I think the other one came from Wings in the jungle.
Wings are not quarreling with Indecision at this point because Roshan could not possibly have spawned had they taken the timer. It's been about 7:45 since the last spawn, and EG heading around the pit hoping for that 8-minute.
They're buying more time for... Okay, so... have we actually got a... Because you put a Heaven's Halberd over on Sumail, like, he kind of has to go on Monkey King Bar to find that damage into the Slark. Like, Slark's walking around with casual evasion. He's going to finish up a Butterfly soon.
Yep.
But it's the same thing for the Relive Stealer. They both, like, find the money to buy a Monkey King Bar, but you're not going to get that big heart over on Fear or something like that.
And the Slark doesn't actually need to get a Monkey King Bar because he can rely on the RP and the cleave to at least deal significant damage to the Huskar.
Yep.
But let's see what the Roshan respawn. Dire has put the OD courier in there, and
that's a long spawn.
Yeah, 2 minutes.
Yeah, just shy of that now for his respawn. And Universe is hoping for a kill. Like, he's walking around with an infested Live Stealer and a Blink Dagger to get him in close.
So you know it means Aegis and Cheese, so they definitely want to kill. Shadow.
Does Aegis and Cheese really mean that much though? If Wings get,
I think it means game.
If Wings get a big combination, you may just
that's true.
Like, you may just lose everything. That's why I never really want to count Wings out of this game, even though, like, obviously they were the ones who were in control for a while.
However, Faith in a lot of trouble. He does have
Dyer's
a 4-step available to him, but Universe will scout him out right now.
They need some extra help. Shadow's too far away, so nope, Faith will go down. And Shadow just pounces and TPs himself away to safety.
So his respawn timer is 50 seconds, which will coincide almost exactly with the Roshan respawn. So does not look like EG will get that free 4v5 Roach like they so desperately wanted. But Wings don't know that. Wings do not have any eyes on Roach. They do not know that it's up or not up, or that EG is heading towards there. They probably have a feeling though.
They don't have. Where are the wards even? Like you got one observer ward outside the base, which is overwatching the Radiant secret shop. But there's no ward where you'd expect it around Roshan because it got de-warded before.
Yeah, the Batrider has a gem.
Yep.
And now they're patiently waiting for the Magnus to respawn, but Shadow could be
He's
dead
in trouble.
again.
He's in a lot of trouble. He can't even TP out this one because it's still on cooldown. Can he dark pack? Not with a silence. Shadow, he's gonna burn. He has buyback this time, however, but Mmace contesting Roshan next to impossible unless he wants to expend the money. Or is EG gonna force the buyback? Roshan spawns up, they see it now.
Force buyback, get Roach, and then try to end the game. And it is a long night to come. 3.5 more minutes.
Point Universe. Lifesteal is still sitting inside of him at the moment. He'll lose crippling fear to innocence.
That thing lasts 8 seconds during nighttime. That is an eternity. Not as long as the darkness, though. It's gonna last till like 41 minutes almost.
So they know Roshan's up. It's 40 seconds down till Slark is alive. Does Punch go for his play like he did before?
I think they go for the hook in the fountain, or like the lasso and the hook in the fountain. I think that's a pretty good way to deal with an Aegis. And if they lose the fight at Roach, they lose the game. And I think they'd rather take the chance because they would have to buy back. Yeah. And then if they lose that fight, it's just
so we're actually having more buybacks fighting inside your base. You got 4 out of your 5 buybacks, and Punch is only short of his by 50 gold. So yeah, they'll have 10 heroes to defend EG.
And the longer and longer the game goes, I think it's better for Wings because they can get like a refresher on Magnus, and EG don't have a great solution to that. And Slark, I think, scales much better than the Lifestealer and the Huskar, especially when you have Empower into play. But with these power items up on EG, they could look to end the game. I think that's what they want to do at this instance in time. They do also have Bloodlust on the Ogre, so maybe not falling off as hard as initially expected.
So EG got to play this smart. They got a lot of sustain. Still love the fact that this IO gets so much money every single time, so a full Greaves over on IO.
There's the MKB, like you were mentioned, coming out soon for the Lifestealer, 2 Javelins in the inventory. Huskar, not sure what he wants to pick up as item number 6. It could just be a Hurricane fight.
I see actually got some Male's Demon Edge.
Both going MKB.
Yeah, it's just like the Demon Edge on the Courier, so Huskar, you have 50 gold, he's got his full ones. Between the 2 of them, they can create an MKB. Had some extra money, but this does mean that if things go wrong, Sumail will not have buyback here.
Pretty unlikely, given the... I say that, and then there's a Pudge in the game.
Yeah, there's always something that can go horribly, horribly wrong.
Shadow also does not have buyback with a completed Butterfly. So with the power, he's hitting around 345 with agility
Radiant's
treads.
top tower is under attack.
Got a shabby pop. There's Fade. Oh, this is a good one.
He has buyback though. So
That he
not
does.
in the world.
Just means you're
Radiant's
going to be
top
playing with
tower
one
has
less hero.
fallen.
I really like the Blink pickup. That has given them so many kills.
Oh, they're going to find Shadow as well. He just wanted to get back inside of his own base. He didn't start the Dark Pack, so he's going to try and fight the hook, saving Shadow, pulling him away from the EG aggression. And EG got what they wanted. They got the buyback over on Faith. 3 waves are pushing in. Wings are in damage control at the moment.
This Night Stalker has just been destroying them though. Like, so many heroes have been trying to farm out around the map.
And Aghanims for the Batrider.
2 heroes into the fountain.
And with the double 4-staffs.
And the hook.
You got 4-staffs from Faith as well as Ice. So they're the ones that have to drag them all the way in. And the hook.
It could happen.
It's made to pull that off. I will watch that multiple times in slow motion. Or hook into a double 4-staff fountain lasso.
Only if only Io could get an axe and tether 2 people and relocate both of them out. That would be the counter.
That would be the counter. But man, could you imagine that as an Ags upgrade for an IO? You're able to tether 2 targets with you? Ags IO?
There's been more ridiculous things, like in Arcana for Io.
That is not ridiculous.
I voted for Io.
I voted for IO as well. Definitely I voted for Dro, and then Dro got knocked out, so I voted for Io.
You would.
Of course I would. Still waiting for her remodel. We can start making more items for Dro Ranger. Same for Enigma. I want to release my Black Hole set, but it's you have to wait.
Does it have special sound effects?
It will have special sound effects. Crazy thing is, we wanted to have the Black Hole would be different depending on how many heroes you got in the Black Hole. Traded. Trademark. Didn't just sell like 100,000 people, like my idea. Crap! No! Copyrighted. Alright, so EG grouping up on the top lane. Bottom lane still exposed. They got a tier 3 tower up on the top they'll have to break through. We crack over 41 minutes now. And Wings, again, they're having to show a lot of patience.
They have endured the super long night though. And the Aegis. And now you start to worry about EG maxing out in items. You have some side grades or slight upgrades, Armlet being replaced, Dragonlance being upgraded to Hurricane Pike, but for the most part, EG are not getting that much stronger. I guess there's a similar case with Spark, although he does have one more item slot. The Magnus has a lot of room to grow though. The Pudge only has 7 Flesh Heap stacks, so I guess he has a lot of room to grow.
There hasn't been that many fights since he was able to, like, not that he could be involved in at least.
Heat.
Yeah, they just need EG just to break like waves upon the Wings shore. That's what they require.
Wonder Axe is not enough at this point in time though.
Yeah, they really do need more. And if Shadow starts split pushing even harder, they're able to get something like BTs as well. Just really
universally
badly push.
Shadow.
He's going to jump, the relocate's on the way too, but Wings, they get a lot of support behind it. Shadow is still not dead. There's the hook away to safety. Ice, turn Vedic, and they find an extra hero. It's Zai up in the tree line. He just sold overcharge. Really, that's
Easy damage reduction. Who needs Bloodlust when you have overcharge?
well, there's no IO now for 50 seconds, so no relocates, no big support. But EG is still very heavily grouped up. They're making a break to the top lane, and they're going to find Ice. Like, he could potentially Ghost Scepter and TP out, but that's the reason why Universe is holding on to this Void. He knew Ice would have at one point. He rolls over, and that's a very quick and simple kill. A rebuttal to EG.
They're going for Sumail though, it looks like.
They're too far away. Blink was actually delaying it. Potentially he could have just jumped it.
Not Blasto.
That is a problem.
He used it on the Wisp. Or that precious Flesh Heap stack.
8. What?
It's like 8, but you get 2.5 strength per, and then Empower. Yeah.
Are you actually trying to? So for each point, how far does it put you up with Empower?
Yeah. It's actually like 1.5 Flesh Heap stacks.
If he hits something, maybe during Dismember, that could work. Now EG smoked up, they're making another break to bottom lane, they find the Batrider. How many times is this going to happen where Wings lose a player just outside their bottom entry to the base?
Gem down, no buyback
Radiant's
for
bottom
Batrider.
barracks are
No
under
bounty
attack.
shenanigans.
Radiant's bottom
They
barracks
need a
is
huge
falling.
RP from space to save this game. They look for Sumail, but remember, he is a Satanic Void. And he sees a lot coming thanks to the help of Universe.
No, they don't have any creeps. Melee Rex is regenning faster than Sumail can take it down. And now they're eyeing the mid lane up, but Batrider will have
They try to force up into a hot Universe of fear. They blink themselves into the fight. The Ghost Scepter protects Ice at the moment, but Innocent is getting ripped apart. The Veil's going ham at the moment. He'll move his attention over to Shadow. He'll buy back on the Rubik. Shadow needs to keep the fight going. He's shooting off a lot of essence, so he's going to start hitting like a truck in just a moment. Nice tailored in, however, make sure that Hellstar remains as buffed up as possible, giving Sumail a triple kill, and there's a second lane of Brax.
has
going the
fallen.
way of EG. And
Radiant's
Sumail
middle
attacking
tower
into the
is
tier
under
4
attack.
towers. Batrider is up in 5 seconds time. And Shadow back into the fight. Still 25 Essie shift. Trying to go on top of Sumail. He just keeps battling with the BKB, the Glimmer. Sumail go in busy at the moment. Shadow wants to keep fighting down the lasso. They're going to bring down Sumail. He doesn't have the panic. Zai can't keep him alive. They're finding the kills right now. Wings, but keeping the Fear coming in from the rear. Faith, he needs the RP, but he doesn't want to use it. Just yet he used it, but on absolutely nothing. He couldn't bring the heroes in closer. Shadow wants to love with the Gems revealing him. The clean down is nothing to get a revenge. But he'll buy back in now, but he doesn't have the empower, primarily because the Magnus is still dead. It keeps it at 2 lanes of ranks down for Wings, but EG, they're coming in for more. They don't want to give it up. Not yet.
The Wings have been playing very loose this game. Multiple pickoffs, very crucial pickoffs, I might add. Ice not been connecting on the hooks that they so desperately need for the high ground defense, and the end is nigh.
They need time. Fortification will buy it for them. They've got 10 seconds until Lasso.
Radiant's top tower is under
The
attack.
Hawk, okay, they find Sumail. The stick up to throw down Sumail. He's still got the panic. Is he going to get time to turn it on? However, they pick him up, and now he just goes in. There's the Satanic Call. He's, however, too far away from all the other heroes. Universe looking very, very deep. They're going to lose a 10 on Universe. And now with the blink right through, they move up towards Fear. And Fear, she won't like to fight it. They relocate Sumail back in to get a grand total of 3 meters. And then drag Sumail hunting the tier 4 town. No Satanic available. Shadow, he's got the time with the extra damage. Zai's negating a lot of it, however. And Shadow, he just doesn't have enough.
Radiant's top barracks.
Faith wants more,
Radiant's
still,
middle
he
tower
doesn't have his
has
RP
fallen.
up just yet. They're going to force the Megas out now by taking out
Radiant's
the
top
range
barracks
drags. The
has
Shadow,
fallen.
he is
The
not
Dire
done yet.
now
The
have
sticky
Mega
napalm,
Creeps.
the pounce forward. They need to
Radiant's
seize the
Ancient
veil,
is
and
under
now they do
attack.
for a short moment. Gingerly holds the mail in with a little bit of a burn. Is there any kind of buff up? There it is with the empower. The mail dropping low. Zai as well, they can't reach him. Yes, they can. The Yours will drop him back down again. Zai will go
Radiant's
down. 4
Ancient
heroes
is
lost
under
3G,
attack.
but it's already too late. The creeps were beating into the fountain, and GG, our first series between EG and Wings will end in a draw, 1-1. But man, Wings still playing some terrific Dota. EG hold strong. They take game 2.
EG, I think, showing up a little bit better than previously expected going into this first match.